Hello, in this video we're going to cover ADP/ADRP 7-0, also known as Training Units and Developing Leaders. This should be exciting. Now this is of course of the series of the Doctrine 2015 Army Study Guide. I'm going to do it in question and answer format. All that means is essentially I want to hear myself talk so I can review this and hopefully it sticks a little bit better. So I'm going to read a question, read an answer. If it doesn't make sense, I'm going to tell myself and you, and if it does, or if I can elaborate on it to make it a little bit easier to understand, I'll try to do that. Without further ado, here we are. Alright, what ADP/ADRP covers training units and developing leaders? If you guessed ADP/ADRP 7-0, you're right. Because I didn't guess that, even though I just read it. Who is responsible for training units and developing leaders? That would be commanders. So, your units are all screwed up and your leaders are all jacked up. Blame the commander. Where does training begin? So training begins in the generating force, essentially whoever's responsible for training your soldiers at basic. Where do soldiers build on fundamental skills, knowledge, and behaviors which were developed in institutional training? That would be operational assignments. What is the Army's institutional training and education system, which primarily includes training base centers and schools that provide initial training and subsequent professional military education for soldiers, military leaders, and Army civilians? That would be the institutional training domain. What are the training active organizations undertake while at home station or maneuver combat training centers during joint exercises or mobilization centers and while operationally deployed? The operational training domain. So there's that. What is planned, goal-oriented learning that reinforces and expands the depth and breadth of an individual's knowledge base, self-awareness, and situational awareness, as well as things that complement institutional and operational learning, enhances professional competence, and meets personal objectives? That would be the self-development training domain. What process do commanders apply to unit training and leader development? The operations process, to plan, prepare, execute, and assess. What are the Army principles of unit training? That would be the commanders and other leaders that are responsible for the training. Non-commissioned officers train individuals, crews, and small teams. Training to standard, training as you fight, training while operating, training fundamentals first, train to develop adaptability, understand the operational environment, train to sustain, train to maintain, and conduct multi-echelon and concurrent training. What does METL stand for, and what is it? The Unit Mission Essential Task List, also known as METL, represents the doctrinal framework of fundamental tasks for which the unit was designed. And that caps off ADP/ADRP 7-0, also known as Training Units and Developing Leaders. Thank you. Everything else is just FM sheets, and some of them are like blank. So it'll just say, you can see it, which is good, I guess. But like I said, a lot of this information that you kind of sift through isn't really pertinent. I mean, I doubt our true American heroes, Vietnam veterans, were ever required to sift through this crap. So live and learn, eh? Thank you.